TV6 and Strata WebView proudly present Uintah Basin High School basketball coverage in high definition. Season coverage is sponsored by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics Services, and the Advisor Group.
Welcome to the rematch, Mark. We covered the first one between these two teams where Uintah had a lead for most of the game, and then Union just went on a run with about 3 minutes left to steal that game away. We've been waiting a long time for the rematch, a cross-basin game, and here it is. Brian Baldwin, Mark Mason for VTV.
Yeah, and similar records for both teams. And really this one is, which one's going to get into the region playoffs, And I think the edge belongs to the Cougars because they went up to Uintah and stole one on Uintah's home court. A back and forth game. And, we've watched both these teams play other similar opponents, and they're very evenly matched. A game of runs, who can control the ball and have the last run in the end of the game. I think that's what this one probably comes down to. And it's kind of the same story as the Cougars Utes as always is. Can the Utes beat them with speed, or can the Cougars pound them down low?
Or vice versa.
Yeah, I guess so. This is a little bit of an off year for the Cougars on the post play for this particular version of the men's varsity program. So you're right. Which team can do it? The last game we saw Jordan Cushing take himself out of the game mentally. Got the early foul trouble. And I think that's one of the keys to the Utes tonight is can they keep themselves mentally strong and not have the silly fouls, the silly things.
Right now they're paying tribute to, I didn't hear the announcer, but I'm guessing to a man who lost his life last week.
Yeah,
and his family, if you see the posters on the floor, shoot for one town, one team, one family.
Yeah.
Very tight-knit community here in Roosevelt, the Townsend family. Obviously, affected this last week. Also, this Union team has been through a lot. Remember last year, Jeff Hinkey's wife had the cancer. In fact, I believe it was a year ago right now, I was wearing a green Union shirt doing one of these broadcasts in honor of his wife. So now they're going to introduce the starting lineups. Now, Mark, tell me about the girls' game. I caught a little bit of the last of it. The first game, the girls' Union and Uintah up in Vernal. Union Lady Cougars had no chance. It was a far different story earlier today.
Yeah, the Lady Cougars turned the tables completely on the Lady Utes, and they controlled the ball. They did a little half-court trap, and they caused dozens of unforced turnovers from the Utes. They controlled the ball better, and then they did their business down low where the Lady Cougars are so strong and powerful. And the other story was the offensive rebounds, Brian. They got 2 or 3 chances every time they got the ball down low into the post. And eventually they ground down the Utes to where they were so tired trying to beat that half-court trap. There was nothing left, and they went on a run there in the third quarter and just sealed the game off.
Yeah, and that shows in 1 month's time how much this game could change between two opponents. Yeah. That's why you play one home, one away in basketball. So can we expect something from the Utes here? A turn of the tables? Maybe where they hold the lead and have a bigger lead later in the game, they don't have to collapse like they did last time.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see. I'm looking forward to a close game. I really am.
Yeah, I think it will be a close game. And, you see, and the advantage always goes to the team that's on their home court. We'll see what will happen. Both programs, 5-11 and 5-12, respectively, for the Utes and the Cougars. So they've played basically the same kind of season. We'll see what happens tonight. Playoffs on the line.
Yeah. Looking forward to this one. Once again, remind you, the Utes had a lead much of the game through the third quarter, and then it was halfway through the fourth quarter, the Cougars went on a run to beat the Utes. And now the Crazies, you can't see them, they're right underneath the main camera right there, but the Crazies getting crazy.
Yeah.
And here's the jump ball. Utes get it.
So Mansfield with a nice tip. Oh boy, a lot of bouncing and a no call. You see CJ Baum comes in, and I thought he was going to control his body enough to get that shot off. But unlike the girls' game where the whistles were quick and fast, no call there. Baum with a quick rebound. It goes out to Hayden Bunderson. You know, Bunderson can get to the rim at any time. They've got to play off his strength with his penetration, but he doesn't finish very well, but nice three ball. Jordan Cushing hits a beautiful three.
And like you said, he was out of the game for much of the game this first matchup, and so what he's got to do is stay out of foul trouble here.
Patience from the Cougars to set up their half-court set. No up pressure
Dangerous
from
pass.
the Utes. You know, you see the ball go down to Nielsen, and you know, remember the last game, it was his hustle, his heart and determination that really, I think, was the key to the win.
Tying it up, nope, short. Rebound, it's gonna stay.
Mansfield split two defenders, got his hand on the ball, but couldn't bring it down. But that's nice hustle there. Coach's son. But definitely has earned his spot on the court, and he plays with heart and determination. Nice pass, Brian.
Boy, Union's not quite warmed up. I can tell everything's falling off short. These are good shots they're taking, but they just need to get that blood flowing a little bit.
Traveling.
It's a quick call. One of those calls that I think is the reason I'm not a ref, because I could not make that call quick enough. He'd probably take 3 more steps with the dribble before I'd even get the whistle blown.
Yeah, and by then, you know, you start thinking about it, and then oh, okay, I won't call it because it's already moved on, but.
I remember just reffing a church game once, okay, church basketball. And, you know, I was trying to, okay, I got to watch the 3-second zone, and so I start counting. And the guy shoots, and right before he shoots, I blow the whistle for 3 seconds. And one of the other guys who was reffing, who actually has done it in his lifetime, an actual professional ref, he's like, dude, you got to at least give him that chance to take that, get that shot off. Another one.
Boy, Bunderson, and you don't see him come up and shoot a lot, but nobody challenged him, and he just walked up to the line and shot a 3, and the Cougars answer. Big time shot from Braden Nielsen. 6-3.
Tell you what, these shots are nothing but net. Both teams now starting to hit stride from the three-point line. And here we go, Cushing again. Nope.
Oh, everything but in. Boy, and that was a nice dribble. Jansen Davis comes in hard and clears the space, and then the awareness to know where his shooter was.
There you go.
And the game's tied. Oh, I thought he was going to get that one.
Oh.
Wow.
And going to the line.
Yeah, and Jansen Davis says, what do I got to do to not get a call? You're going to see on the replay both Ute defenders standing straight up. Here's the offensive rebound, and that's problem number 1. Oh, and I think they call it on Mansfield, and they do, and he caught him on the arm, reaching in. That's a good call. I was looking at the Jansen Davis is straight up. So well, number 5, Jace Wolstenhume hits the first.
I told you last time we were here, this guy is a ball player, Wolstenhume. He looks the part, he plays the part, he's on the board now with 1 of 2, 6-4.
Wow, what a quick start to the game. Both teams' offense is looking crisp early. Squares, nothing there. Misses the pass to Mansfield. No pressure.
And another 3.
And he rattles it in. CJ Baum, he's already had 3 rebounds, and a catalyst on the defensive side. He steps back and hits a 3, 9-4.
Nice spin in the paint.
And he missed it, but it was a polished basketball move. Was there a touch on that, Brian?
Well, Union's just, I think it's still just a matter of getting into the game and getting everything working together, because these shots are not off by much.
Yeah, they're right. You're just an inch here and an inch there. Jansen Davis gets an over the back. Boy, that's a tough one. He comes in and misses an easy shot. Well, it was a contested shot, but then the ball's high up in the air. You're going to see right here on the replay. Oh, that's the three-pointer. CJ Baum stepping back and hitting the long 3.
And 3 3-pointers for Uintah, so they're up 9-4.
Oh, quick hands. The ball's on the ground, and it's going to go in the Cougars' favor.
That's a good stop.
Man, that is a pretty shot. James Wolstenhume, ball's on the ground, and all of a sudden they got numbers. He pulls up for the short jumper.
That's a charge. Easy call.
Charge.
Easy call.
Braden Nielsen, he was set for so long, he'd grown roots down there, and Mansfield's got to be aware.
He came in a hurry, you could tell right away, and that's perfect right there.
Yeah,
that's
you
perfect.
know, and I'll tell you what, Braden Nielsen, he's part of the Glee Club and has a little bit of acting capacity.
He didn't need to act there, that's the thing.
Yeah, he took a little bit of a jump backwards. I'm not criticizing him. I mean, he sold the charge. It was legitimately a charge, but he gave it a little bit of
Oh, he was Wolstenhume right there expecting a little bit of punishment as he put up that shot. Yeah. The defender backs off, and he just, it's so weird to think of how you've got to take contact in order to be in control.
Yeah.
But that's a good example right there. He needed that contact in order to be in control for that shot. But the contact wasn't there, and so it was a little long.
And Bunderson has dribbled it, and I don't think Mansfield realized that Bunderson was dead right there.
Nice.
Oh,
ooh.
yeah. Couldn't
that was a good
finish
move right
but
there.
Boy, you're right. A good move. Nice rebound by Wolstenhume, coming quick the other way.
Could tie it up with one shot. Bad pass. Woo! Otherwise, he may have had a wide open shot, but now he does. It's tied.
He's going to hit that. Back and forth we go. Three-pointers raining from all over the court. 9-9.
Both teams, just a simple man-to-man is all. Nothing fancy on the defensive side, but they can't keep up with Bunderson.
Bunderson is so quick. He broke his man down with that left, and he was at the rim so fast, made everybody's head spin. And, nice poise at the rim. We've seen him have some trouble finishing at the rim, but that was a tough shot that he got to go down. Ooh, look at that step back there.
He's done that twice in the last 2 minutes, that just step back or jump stop or whatever you want to call it, stopping on a dime for that shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that could have been one of those travels, but
yeah. They
got it the second time around. You see, they didn't call it on Mansfield. He passed the ball off. They called it on the next guy.
It's so touchy. You and I talked about it at the last game. They're making their move before they dribble.
Yeah.
But the ball is on its way down. The ball hadn't left their hands when they made their move. I don't know. It's obviously a prep rule.
Well, they call it at every level, though.
That's true. You see it less in the pros, but they do call it in the pro level.
Yeah, Wolstenhume, a 3, a 2, and a free throw. He's already run the cycle. I don't know what you call that in basketball. And now Union's got the ball back.
Boy, and you see here, watch this replay, because it looks like a travel. Oh, no, that's the backdoor cut.
Yeah.
And right there, Jordan Cushing just lost his man. He turned himself. So with the timeout on the floor, we want to thank the advisor group for sponsoring tonight's game. Financial planning, benefit packages, insurance, or retirement plans. We have a specialized team to help meet your needs. We are the firm of firms, the advisor group. 13-11.
Well, Union's just come back and taken the lead. It was a 9-4 lead for Uintah not too long ago. And so what we're saying is a 9-2 run right now for Union. So Uintah's got to put a stop to that.
Yeah, 14 fouls to the Utes, only 1 for the Cougars. But you're right, here goes a run. Coach Mansfield with the timeout and gets his team on the sideline and pumped. He's got that old mountain lion prowl going on the sideline. Ball inbounds. Boy.
Well, it's Uintah ball. It's a good call. You can't complain with that.
It's the catalyst, C.J. Baum, on the defensive side. He's working so hard and making life just miserable on the guy trying to catch the ball.
Once again, taking the.
Or not McKechnie.
That's a bail.
McNamara, you're right. Out of control. And a bailout call. He's leaning almost to the 30-degree angle forward. Has no angle on the ball. And you're going to see right here, well covered by Nielsen. excuse me, that's not Nielsen, that's Landon Wynn. Bailout.
I don't know about that call. He's the dribbler's the one who's making the contact. The defender's standing straight up.
Yeah, Landon Wynn got the rough end of that whistle. But 12 to 13, there's not a Ute in the world that's going to complain about that. Karma comes back and gets the Utes, misses a free throw. 1 point lead for the Cougars, 2 minutes left.
Nice dribble drive, creating an open shot, or at least trying to. All right, Nielsen, nope. They're spreading things out pretty good.
And this is good. If you do this a few times, you reverse the court a few times, you get a defender out of position.
Oh, wide open, nice
Nielsen
fake.
is so poised. You don't think he looks like he's under control, but he does a little head fake, and then a steal the other way. Good defense by Bunderson. Got away with a reach.
There's the stop again.
Braden Nielsen and Gavin Nielsen doing some damage. Doing work, Brian.
17-12, just like that, 4 quick points. They're going to try to take it in, use what they got.
Yeah, Baum with the left hand.
Now, that's a lot harder if you're a dominant right. That's hard to just have that soft touch with that left hand going through traffic, but he did it. 1 minute first quarter, 17-14, high-scoring game.
A lot of contact. Nielsen using his size. Boy. I like the offensive sets the Cougars have shown tonight and the patience to get the right shot. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful slip on the pick and roll. And Nielsen can't get it, but he's going to get a foul on C.J. Baum.
It's a good call on the hold, trying to get that shot up.
If we could pull up that replay, I got to show you this pick and roll. And watch how well he slips the pick and roll.
I thought that was lost for a second because it was a little hard pass, but he corralled that.
Wynn just shoots a bounce pass through and, finishes up with a foul on Baum, so it works out beautifully for the Cougars, but.
Nice block. Trying to get the contact, but Cushing just stays straight up. He's able to swat that away.
Not only does he use straight up, but he uses his athleticism to go up and get the ball at the highest point rather than to hack down on it. Oh, pretty post move. Landon Wynn drop stepped on the right side and gets it to go down.
There you go, give and go, easy point. Nope, missed it.
Can't finish at the rim. That's the easy bunny we're talking about. Should have finished that for sure. Good feet by Bunderson. Look at the spacing from the Cougars. The spacing is immaculate out there.
That's a good awareness of the clock. I didn't even know the clock was going down that quickly.
Good or a bad awareness. He flung it up, but they should have got a shot off sooner. At the end of the first period, the home team, the Union Cougars, are leading the Uintah Utes 19-14. We're going to take a break and be back at the start of the second period.
Amplify.
Let's start the second quarter. 19-14. Union has the lead over Uintah.
Yeah, we've got that mixed up on our screen, but everyone watching knows what's going on.
So if I were to say the game plan for Union is if you have a shot, take it. Game plan for Uintah is to push the ball inside. That's for what I've noticed so far.
There's the numbers. 3-on-2 break. Gets it to Bunderson. Bunderson's a little hesitant to shoot. Bounces off of Jace Wilsonhume and then off Bunderson again. Boy, he's got to shoot there. Got to shoot there. Had a step on Wilsonhume. Tried to do the wraparound pass, but the quick feed of Wilsonhume got him in position. Look at the patience from the Cougars. We didn't see this in the earlier game, even though they ended up winning. This is just what you see, the polish after a season of play. Oh, wow.
Well,
not in my house is what Bunderson said, or Cushing said to Nielsen.
What you're trying to do right there is go up against 4 defenders. That looked like could have been steps.
Traveling or a foul or something. No call. Cougars come the other way. Yeah, and they had Cushing in the corner for 3. That's a shot they want him taking. He couldn't make it go. And the other way, corner 3. Caden Law, 22-14. You know, tight rotations from both coaches. And you see here number 22, Jerry Bettis, finally getting some minutes. Oh, foul. C.J. Baum from the corner doesn't get enough depth and hits that ball off the backboard. You'll see what he comes. He just gets a bad angle.
He beats him right there, so you can see a little, well, there really wasn't a whole lot.
Just a little body contact. Referee called what he saw.
Just when he made the initial turn, Wilson Hume was kind of hanging on just for a minute. So Uintah gets 1 point at the line, 22-15. So you can see Uintah attacking the basket. You can see Union just taking the shots that are open. So far, on your home floor, the background, the ball, you're used to seeing this in practice. It's a lot easier. So that's what's tough.
Out, but Cushing loses the ball to Nielsen. Nielsen's just the stronger of the two, and Bunderson comes and swipes it right back. 7-point lead for the Cougars.
They're looking for a way to attack. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Attack lefty.
Oh boy, nice touch. Even absorbing the contact, you see Braden Nielsen coming over for the block.
Now watch Union, the difference here is they're trying to just create a shot rather than trying to attack the basket necessarily.
Oh, wow. But you know, even better is the defense. But I'll tell you right now, Landon Wynn with some moves, but Cushing with his second big block of the game. Watch this, he up, under, but good recovery by Cushing to knock the ball out of bounds. And it went off the backboard and out of bounds there. That's where the ball stays Cougars' possession.
Well, that doesn't count as a block shot, unfortunately for the crowd.
Yeah.
Watch them attack.
That's what they wanted. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, and the referee wisely steps in to calm this situation down. You're going to see what happens. Cushing comes over, and he's looking to hand the ball to Bunderson. He does, and then it's a little bit violent down there.
Well, see,
Nielsen, not intentionally, their arms just get hooked, and
but he knows the arm's there, and so it's ridiculous after the whistle, to continue ripping that away. I like what CJ did right there, stepping up, knocking the ball away from him and getting in his face. There was nothing violent about it. He's just letting him know, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, you feel a guy's arm like that, and the whistle is blown, you let it go. Yeah. You untangle, it's like football. You're in the pile, you let one piece after another start uncovering itself.
Yeah, in the flow, it's okay. You're right. After the whistle, you play to the whistle.
But you know what that did? That turned up the heat.
It sure did.
Look at that right there. I mean, they're trying to take it away. They're turning up the heat a little bit, and that's okay. The intensity needs to get up for Uintah. They're down by 5. Yeah, they need to find a way to get a spark.
I think they called that on McNamara coming in and bodying him up. No, they give it. Jerry Bettis gets the foul. Beat the press easily. Nielsen all the way, coast to coast. Who loves you the most?
Air ball.
Not the air ball.
See, he was pressing there. That was uncharacteristic of Union. That was actually an ill-advised shot. He was just trying to prove something right there.
Oh, look at the penetration. Wide open 3, doesn't go in.
There you go, physical.
With a big-time board. And then the foul. Looks like it's probably going to go against Caden Law. Also in on the action was Ty Winterton.
Now, okay, wide open shot, no hurry. But watch this. Hustle. Okay, this is intensity. This is what a play like we just saw last time they were down here does. Okay, it's intensity. They have a little bit more to play for. They have a little bit more of a team pride to go for rather than just coming out and trying to showcase their skills and make a couple baskets. Now, they've got a team that this is where a team either falls apart or comes together as one. And look for I like the intensity. I'm pretty stoked right now watching it pick up.
Yeah, this is what you expect out of your rivalry game.
There you go.
With the beautiful underneath reverse. Wow, what control with two defenders all over him. And you're right, the intensity's not favoring the Cougars right now. It's taking them out of that patient offense they have. And a little bit of settle here.
Well, look at that. That was out of control right there. And it's good that the referee let him play. Because look, in this respect, Mark, Union's not responding very well at all.
Here comes the replay, and this is a
watch this up and under.
Up and under, uses the rim as kind of a little help to get the defender off of him. Landon Wynn goes up high, but McNamara up and under, and then nice touch off the glass. Boy, and we're talking about the Cougars getting out of their thing.
Yeah.
What got them the lead?
Yes, exactly. And you saw 2 plays in a row. They're pressing now. They're trying to get in there and trying to do too much. It's almost like all of a sudden they got a little bit nervous. And you just saw Landon Wynn kind of jump his way in there without kind of thinking about what he's doing. He was out of control. Ended up being a jump ball. So I didn't see who called the timeout, but my guess is it's Union because their coach can see what's going on. Uintah's feeding off of the intensity of feeling like they got wronged on a simple play down here. Union's now just trying to be the bully in a way. So what the coach for Union's got to do is tell him, look, you're not the bully. You're only up 3 right now. So just stick with what worked. Get the open shot, take the open shot. Uintah, though, what's working for them now is their intensity has made their penetration, their drives, and their attacking the basket that much more effective.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the fiery, just kind of leading by example. Mansfield talking to the referees about what he's seeing. Oh, and that's just an awful pass. I see what he's thinking of C.J. Baum's there, but right in front of him was Jace Wolstenhume.
Did you see that? Caden Law can't wait for soccer season. He started juggling the basketball with his foot, then kicked it off his teammate's head and went rolling down to midcourt.
Could have been a delay.
Well, he went right up to the ref. Was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was stupid. Okay, looking for the attack. Here you go, Bunderson. Nope. Give right back to Cushing for 3 from NBA land.
Oh!
Tied up.
Man! He was deep on that one. The trifecta.
Okay, let's see how Union responds. It's a tie game. It's a brand new ball game. And now just a few things have happened to get to this point. See, that's just a little bit more than what they were doing before.
Yeah,
it's a little out of control.
They are pressing. You're right about that. Baum quickly across half court. They're going to set up in their half court set. And it's that pass and cut through offense. Dribble it in. McNamara thinks about it. It's not there.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Okay, so the referee's talking about it. Okay.
Good. It's an overrule, and that's good. This is good teamwork by even the referees, because you'll see he comes in, McNamara hits it, it's a tip ball, so it's not travel, and the right referee made that call.
Well, the one that made the bad call was behind the play, couldn't see what was going on.
And from his perspective, to his credit, it looked like a double dribble.
There you go, Cushing. Do it again. Nope.
Boy, and when he's feeling it, when you got a shooter making him from wherever, give him the green light. And that's going to help stretch the defense out. They're going to have to come out and honor that shot, Brian.
Oh, a little bit out of control. He stepped out. Oh, they're going to call a block.
Jerry Bettis with good defense. There was some contact. You're going to see right here in the corner, it's going to come down to number 5, Jace Wolstenhume. He dribbles it and loses. Yeah, and excuse me, it was McNamara, and there was body contact. Yeah. So, tough call.
Well, I thought they were going to call him out, but anyway, that's the bonus already.
Yeah, 7 fouls. Only 4 team fouls for the Cougars. So the Utes in early foul trouble. 22-22. Missed the front end of the 1-and-1, but look who out-rebounds everybody.
Nice block.
Yeah, that's his
Did you see him just sitting there waiting for that? Boom.
And he's so athletic. He can get so high so quick. No shot.
Inside.
Boy, that pass needs to come down sooner. Jansen Davis missed a cutting C.J. Baum. He was wide open from the elbow all the way down to the left block. Nielsen is just right up.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that, Cushing. That was obvious, blatant elbow. Elbow right there. That was a good call.
And you'll see what happens. Gavin Nielsen goes in and rearranges his Cushing's furniture, and, Cushing gets frustrated and gives the elbow and then slams the ball down. You know, we've seen this from Cushing a couple of times. He's taken himself out of games mentally, and it was the hard elbow. But Mansfield's saying, hey, listen, the guy moved the couch into the kitchen, moved the refrigerator downstairs. Where's my call?
Well, I thought it was great defense by Nielsen right there. And it was obvious that elbow was coming up to make a difference. I mean, you can't, believe me, I'm a guy, I distinctly remember just playing at lunch one day, my 11th grade year, and one guy bugging me, and what I do, I just slipped him a nice one in the stomach, an elbow, and he left me alone the rest of the day. But,
that's
good. You know, when it's blatant like that, you can't do it.
No.
And I really shouldn't have done it. I'm not saying I should have, but, you know,
well,
sometimes you do
funny,
that.
Brian, both coaches are extremely unhappy with the call. The Union coach, wants a flagrant.
Yeah.
And Coach Mansfield for Uintah, he wants the earlier call where Nielsen was draped all over him. I agree with you. I think Gavin Nielsen was playing good, tight defense without fouling. Cushing's just really got to control himself in that situation.
Sometimes you just got to take a couple steps toward midcourt, grab the ball, and get one of your teammates over to relieve you.
Yep.
Because I'll tell you what, you know, once you get in where you're pressing like that, you just get out of control. Still, you went out playing them on defense now.
Yeah. Well, and you had a 22-15 lead just a minute ago. A run by the Utes. It's tied up.
There's a three. McNamara, no. Whoa, that's way off.
Yeah, he missed that one badly. But, you know, if they're not going to come defend you, I think that's okay.
So we're getting down to about 90 seconds left in this first half. A good half. We've seen a few runs either way. Good ball work, but Ewan is all over it. That's a good play, Wilston Hume.
Can't get it to go.
No, he can't. Wow. Attack, get the lead. Nope. Oh, three-pointer right there. It's good.
Range it.
No call. It's okay.
22. And I'll tell you what, Jansen Davis looked over the Cougar Crazies, gave him a couple of fist pumps. He's messing with fire over here.
Minute
they
left.
don't call him Cougar Crazies for no reason, Brian.
Oh, we're very fond of both sides. And I tell you what, coming here to Union's a great experience.
Oh, yeah, he admitted.
Nice block.
That's the fourth big-time block by Cushing tonight. He's giving Nielsen all sorts of troubles. Three ball almost bounces in.
Union just getting their hands in the cookie jar. They're going to be caught here pretty quick.
Sure they are. No calls right now.
Nice lane, wide open in the corner, but no pass.
Hey,
they're going to back it up.
Wise play.
Yeah.
You see Bunderson with the double team wisely kicks back out. And let's play for the last shot is what he's thinking. 20 seconds left, Brian.
Well, they've got a three-point lead, so really they want to take the lead into the half, whether it's 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Here comes the move at 8 seconds left.
Oh, wide open.
Three.
The hot hand, no good.
Just off the front of the rim. 3 seconds left. Can Nielsen get a shot off? Comes across half court. Puts it up. Oh!
Well, Uintah gets the lead. They take it to the half, which is what they wanted with that last shot. You can't argue with that last three-pointer right there. That was wide open. He just hit one. But the bottom line is Uintah fought back, which we haven't seen much from them this year, fighting back when they're down. They fought back. They took the lead.
They did indeed. Stick around for the halftime coverage by the Bigfoot Pro Shop, sponsor of high school basketball halftime performance. We got you covered for all your outdoor adventures.
And I believe it's the 3A, fourth place drill team.
So you're going to see the 3A drill team for the halftime entertainment. Stick around, folks.
On
On your way to the great outdoors, stop by Bigfoot Pro Shop on North Vernal Avenue. We've got you covered. Bigfoot Pro Shop. Just look for the giant fly in the sky.
Ashley Regional Medical Center invites you to meet their new general surgeons, Dr. Trevor Mathis and Dr. Dennis Lewis. If you need a gallbladder surgery, a hernia repair, a biopsy, or a colonoscopy, the surgeons at Northeastern Utah General Surgery can help. Dr. Lewis has many years of experience in all types of general surgery. Dr. Mathis has recently completed his surgical residency and is trained in all the latest surgical techniques. Call today to set up an appointment.
Tired of fast food type financial planning, benefits, and insurance plans? At the Advisor Group, we have specialized teams for financial planning, retirement plans, health benefits, and insurance. That's why we're the big city firm of firms for your local and professional needs.
Western Petroleum may have changed their name to Pilot Logistics, but the employees that you have always counted on locally are still the ones here now. Pilot Logistics continues to provide the Uintah Basin with cardlock services, bulk fuels, lubes, and oils, just as they did when they were Western Petroleum. Call 789-1832 for information about the services offered by Pilot Logistics. Western Petroleum would like to thank all of their valued customers for the many years of providing services here in the Uintah Basin and look forward to serving you in the future as Pilot Logistics.
Support for VTV's high school sports coverage is provided by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics Services, and the Advisor Group.
Welcome back to Union High School, where they are hosting the Utes of Uintah, and we saw quite the matchup a month ago. The game was It looked like mostly in Uintah's hands for most of the game, and then Union came storming back and won it convincingly toward the end. This game, however, we've seen a game of runs. We've seen Union get up by 5, 6, 7 points, and then Uintah fight back through intensity and through attacking the basket to come back and take the lead 25-22 on a three-pointer just with about a minute left. That three-pointer putting Uintah up for good for the half. We'd like to thank our halftime coverage brought to you by Bigfoot Pro Shop. It was great coverage with the drill team, with the drum line, and I'll tell you what, the drum line got a good response from both schools' fans.
Yeah, well, who doesn't love a drum line? And they were on tonight. You know, I think there was a couple of broken sticks out on the floor and everything. You know, you're used to breaking sticks when you have a spare set on top of your drums.
Well, yeah, either that or you got a little pouch on the side. But yeah, the way these drummers hit nowadays, I'll tell you what, they break them pretty quick. Yeah. So we're about to get started with the second half, Mark. What do you okay, you play coach, okay? Halftime speech for Union at the half. What do you think?
Calm down. You're winning the half-court sets.
Yeah.
You know, don't press. Do what was working that got you a big lead in the first half. When you press, that plays right into the kind of frenetic energy that the Utes are trying to bring to this game. So calm it down and use that to your advantage. And right now you see that. A little bit more calm.
They're backing it out. He wasn't forcing anything there. He had to back it up.
Okay. And if you're the Utes, just play that disruption game that you're so good at. Use the speed of Bunderson, the length of Cushing, the hustle of C.J. Baum, you know. Boy.
Yeah, little force right there. I mean, They basically gave that to him and let him play with it down low, and he didn't quite have the move for that. That didn't look very comfortable.
No, he pressed into that shot, absorbed some contact, but he just was twisted and out of position, was not square when he shot. So the Utes look like they're at a
look at that, alley-oop.
With the open the dunk to Cushing. Wow, that's one of the more spectacular high school plays I've ever seen, Brian.
Well, once I saw Cushing running around that half circle, I was like, he's going for something. That was a planned play. And now he comes back with three.
It's a big three! 30-22! Look at the Ute fans in the corner.
Wow. You know what, I think that might just be the first dunk we've covered, Mark, or at least the first alley-oop.
Wow, Brian, I got chills up and down the spine. And you know who's feeling it more than me? Cushing is jacked right now.
Yeah, well, look at that push he just took from Nielsen. Nielsen's trying to keep him quiet. He said, no! And I'll tell you what, I tell you what, it sounds like we're being homers for Uintah right now, but what we're doing is we're just feeding the energy. Now watch him take off right there.
And here's the pass and the put down.
I honestly wonder if that was goaltending, to be honest. Because if you watch where he caught the ball almost as it was going down.
Right over the cylinder.
And he just kind of pulled the rim down. But Gavin Nielsen getting to the line. Now on this side, Gavin Nielsen was already fed up with Cushing, kind of gave him a nudge off.
Yeah.
And then Cushing comes back, slaps the shot away. Of course, they called the continuation of his hand into Nielsen's face for the foul.
Cushing misses both.
But it doesn't matter because both free throws are missed.
Mansfield with a big rebound.
Oh, slow down, Uintah, slow down. It's all right.
Oh, and you know, Cushing missed a chance there. They completely backed off of him, but he was already thinking pass and never did look to see that Jace Wilson had backed off 4 or 5 steps.
Wow, he ran out of real estate there, threw it away.
Davis a little upset he didn't get a body foul, but I think it was good defense. 3 ball.
Good shot.
Bounces up and in.
That's a soft touch, man. It looked good. Ended up hitting the rim, but it just kind of sat there and rolled in.
Boy, and that's what they needed. Oh, wow. You know, Bunderson, clear path to the basket.
Elbow. Good shot.
Mansfield with a
nice rhythm.
Shot. Yeah, you're right. Just catch and shoot in the rhythm of that offense, and that's a beautiful shot. 32-25.
You know, if I would have asked you that question directly about being the coach for Uintah at halftime, And you would have said I'd draw up an alley-oop to start the half with.
Sure.
I call you genius. Well, that's what Scott Mansfield did.
Well, if I'd have had enough time, I would have told you that. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. I thought he was going to make that shot. We got a foul. It could have easily been a travel.
Well,
but it's an interesting call, and it's what got called. A lot of boo birds coming from the crazy side of the court.
Now, if it's illegal, let me ask you this question. If it's illegal to take a half step before putting the ball down to dribble, Landon Wynn pivoted, and then he took a full step. Like he pivoted around, took a full step, and was able to go from the block all the way into the basket without putting a dribble down because he had already picked up his dribble. Why isn't that a travel?
It should have been a travel. That's what I would have called. He caught and stepped and then made his move back inside, but by that time it got the foul. Well, I don't know. You're going to see right here what we're talking about. He catches and then takes the step and then dribbles, but by that time you had Jace Wolstenhume up in the air and coming down on you. So,
well, that's a lot of traffic. That's a good call.
Landon Wynn with good defense. Bunderson just gets tied up. So you're going to see Bunderson come in. And look what happened, Landon Wynn. Nice, just kept his position and just reached out and grabbed the ball. Stays you in a possession. They're having a hard time getting the ball in.
Well, Uintah's up 7. They jumped out and had a couple big plays. Union's still trying to find their way back.
Back to Mansfield. Gets trouble. Where Mansfield runs into trouble and loses the ball to Nielsen is he just brought it down to hip level. Ball's on the ground. We got a timeout.
That's a good call by the Union coach.
It really is a really good call by Jeff Hankey. And he's got to settle his boys down. Let's settle down. Let's get back into it. Boy, look at the shock of red hair there on the Uintah side of the ball. Put a green hat on him and call him the lucky charm,
Well, having been a redhead myself, I've seen myself on film, and I'm like, wow, does my hair really have to glow that much? I remember being younger when my hair was more that color. I was always, oh, man, because it kind of sticks out, doesn't it? See, I can say it. I'm a redhead. I know what it's like.
You've got redhead joke immunity because you're a redhead, huh?
Yeah.
I see. But for me, because I don't have hair, I can make those. Can a bald guy make redhead jokes?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Probably a bad idea.
Oh. Can Eminem, the rapper, never mind, I won't go there.
Yeah, well. He can pretty much say, he's got free license to say whatever he wants. We've proven that with the 32-25. Here comes the Cougars. Out of the timeout, you see the patience. Okay, this is what worked. Let's just try to stretch him out, get him out of position, then the shots will come. I like this. And you can see they're a little bit frustrated with, they're kind of not right in the rhythm that they were early in the game. Looking down low, nothing there. Good patience. Why not? There's no 25 or 24-second shot clock, so take your time, get the right. And there it is starting to open up. There it goes.
And he's a three-point shooter, but I'll tell you what, man. Oh, wow. Whew. They like to give any kind of contact they can, and I'm talking both teams. Any chance they get. Do you see him kind of put a forearm in to make sure I got the ball? But we saw the blatant elbow earlier, so from the other team. So it's not one team we're picking on right now. It's just I like when it's physical like this.
Carl Malone is on the court on both sides of the ball, isn't he? Ooh, lost track of a defensive assignment there. Luckily for the Utes, or unluckily for the Cougars, they didn't take advantage of it. Oh, nice backdoor by Nielsen.
That's a good call. You know what? He was just going in there.
They give a foul to him.
Yeah, the defender's just standing there. Watch Gavin. Even without the ball, he's just running over
just
people.
Standing here.
Boom. He's just.
Right? And it's the right call.
Not even a flop. No, not even an exaggeration either. It was.
Well, Cushing's, no match for Nielsen's strength. So you don't need to flop in a situation like that. Nice ball fake and get the defender off of you. C.J. Baum with a nice take right in Wolstenhume's face.
That's a good drive, but he just didn't have enough to get up there.
Tries to get his back and just, you're right, making that comeback layup is so difficult.
Well, especially coming from the left-hand side, because you're more susceptible to a block up here, but if you're coming from the right-hand side, you can use your back to kind of push your way in, if that made sense.
I think I understand what you're saying. They're going to get an offensive call against Cushing, and here on the replay, you see what happened, and it's a beautiful call. It's the right call. Landon Wynn got up, you know, and he had himself set. Cushing was a little out of control there. He doesn't like it, but I don't think there's ever been an offensive player in this world that likes a call. And you see the substitution. Coach Hankey's had Gavin Nielsen out on the bench, and he's sitting apart from his teammates. That guy's kind of on full tilt right now. He's got to calm down. I think that's why they pulled him out of the game.
Well, it's no fun. It's no picnic in the park to get dunked on.
No. There's going to be a foul call on Mansfield with the reach right here. It's interesting, Brian. The girls and the boys for the Cougars have some of the same offensive sets coming in on an inbounds play. You'll see them go call it the X play, and you'll see how this is. Look at, you got the shooter up on the top. Didn't work out that time.
Well, that's dangerous. Look at the wide open layup you got.
Yeah, Bunderson with the nice control. Quickly, Winterton almost got the block. He almost caught up to get that block. 36-25, Uintah leads the Cougars. Gamer runs, and right now the run is going in the Utes' favor. Who can have the last run is what we talked about before the game even started.
Well, it's an 11-point lead right now. This is huge.
Yeah, and on the prep level, get to that double digit, and you don't want to go into the fourth quarter down by more than 10.
Hey, if you look at the scoring, Union's only got 3 points all quarter. Uintah's got 11.
Nice entry pass, Brian. Oh, Nielsen. Boy, he got the shot blocker in the air, and usually you can go up and absorb the contact, but he does it even better by making the shot. Ooh, probably a little bit of luck involved in the maintaining possession here. Bunderson got down. Oh,
wow. No, you can't. Wow, that was saved by 3 different Cougars. Finally just thrown away.
Oh. Woo.
44 seconds.
Hey, Mo. Both teams are a little out of control right there. Mansfield calls the play. We looked like we were the Utes were going for another alley-oop dunk, but there was nobody there. In the corner, you see that Elmo's donned a Uintah jersey, and he's here probably to support the Utes. Is this a new thing?
I don't know.
I don't think I've seen Elmo in a Ute jersey before. In the corner, if Big Bird walks in, I'm going to put the headset down and go home. Now we get into a little bit of a stall, playing for the last shot here in the period. 16 seconds left. You want to make your move in about 8 seconds. Here comes the move right there. Bunderson does just that, and nice touch. Bunderson, 4 seconds left. Can they get a shot off again at the half court? Full court just short.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can call Bunderson slash right there. He just kind of slashed his way right through that defense for an open shot and an easy shot, and now Uintah takes an 11-point lead into the fourth quarter.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back at the beginning of the fourth period.
Moon Lake Electric has been a staple in the basin for 75 years. And though many things have changed through the years, one thing stays the same: our dedication to keeping the power on and our priority of doing that safely. We now have a Facebook page, which can be accessed through our website, allowing you to receive energy tips, outage reports, personnel changes, and feedback. Moon Lake Electric thanks its members and employees for 75 years of keeping the power on.
back here, and we're ready for the fourth quarter. Brian Baldwin, Mark Mason, VTV, and thanks to you watching wherever you are at Strata.tv live, and the live stream brought to you by Jiffy Pawn Shop. Guns to vacuums, guitars, Jiffy Pawn Shop, Roosevelt and Vernal. And that's what we've got here today, Roosevelt and Vernal. Union High School hosting Uintah, and now we've got Uintah with an 11-point lead and head back the other direction, but on the floor calling a timeout. Nope, jump ball.
Jump ball.
Scott Mansfield wants the timeout.
Yeah, he was 8 steps onto the court calling a timeout, saying, what's going on? And you're going to see right here, the problem is Davis gets a little out of control. Here comes the timeout call.
Well, it looked like Scott was a little late.
Yeah, just
the
a
whistle
hair behind.
blew.
Yeah, the ball was tied up by the time he started doing it, but the whistle had not blown. Could have gone either way. Goes to a jump ball. Might be useful to have the timeout later anyway.
Inside, Mansfield.
Oh, wow, a lot of contact on the arm. No call, coming back the other way. 11-point lead. Cougars quickly across half court.
Okay, it's time to go, Cougars. You only scored 5 points last quarter. You're down 11, so you got to at least score 20 this quarter. Let's get it going.
Boy, I don't know, Brian.
He
had the shot, and he dribbles into trouble. I'd like to see Landon take that little 8-footer that they presented to him.
Inside, easy.
Oh, Bound misses it, but hustles and gets over for looks like a jump ball. Yep.
Yeah. Well, they both want it, definitely.
Yeah, you see C.J. Baum misses, but just his quick step comes in, pokes the ball away. That's going to go to the Cougars' side. Back to that patient half-court set. Good defense by Baum down low.
Okay, 3. Nope. He's like, maybe I should have taken it. Come on, Gavin. There you go. Elbow, long, over the back.
Boy, you know, when it doesn't work, it really doesn't work. And right now, you see, here's a nice ball fake. He gets it up, and then just long, and then the over the back. You know, I don't know, Brian. I look at that over the back, and I think that's a battle that probably should have gone uncalled, especially where the Utes came down with the ball.
Yeah.
But the Cougars have 14 fouls. The Utes have 3. It has been called evenly both ways tonight.
Really not a whole lot of fouls, to be honest, considering it's a rivalry game and it did get physical for a while.
Yeah, it's calmed down a little bit here, but waiting for an opening here. And they're just content to bleed, and Baum with the move. Oh, nice drop pass. Baum doesn't get it. It's going to be on the ground. I think that's going to go against Landon Wynn. Boy, watch the bounce pass by Bunderson. Hits.
That's a good move to come up and under.
Yeah, just a little hook with the knee there on Wynn. But it's enough to alter the shot. .536 left here in the period. Bunderson trying to see, probing to see what the defense is going to give.
Oh, wide open. Nice block.
Oh, wow!
That was a heck of a recovery.
Unbelievable. Braden Nielsen just gets burned on the top of the key, but he recovers in a hurry. Watch this. But McNamara gets past, and look at the hustle, and it's a pure block by Nielsen.
Man, you think that was a pretty safe move, but
yeah.
No.
Nielsen,
little energy
little
there.
Juiced up, comes and hits Bunderson with a pretty good shot.
38-27, 5:14. Clock's ticking. It's still an 11-point game. Has anybody even scored this quarter? Yeah, we've had 2 points from each. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what, Brian? I've lost track, but it's been a low-scoring quarter regardless. And McNamara's not going to soon forget the recovery block by Nielsen. And the dribble drive offense is working. McNamara gets the better of that one, but misses the shot.
Well, he had to do it in a hurry. He was terrified who was coming behind him.
Yeah, and he shot that from his hip. I don't know if you noticed that, but he got that ball up so quick, and I thought he was going to get it. A lot of times you hit it really high off the glass, and it has a high percentage of the time it comes down and in. He didn't get that one, but he's breaking down Nielsen on the from the perimeter. He's just not able to finish the last couple.
Yeah, you get whacked in the face.
Yeah, he sure did. He's taken a couple tonight.
That's just a good drive right here.
Yeah.
Watch him. He's just got the lane right here. Why not take it? Boom, right? Yep, right in the mouth.
And Baum came down on him pretty hard. Not intentional, going for the ball, and he just followed through and got him in the face. I thought we were going to have a bleeder on the court, but it looks like he's okay.
Oh, see, we talked about this last time we were here. That first free throw, he falls away.
Yeah.
You see him just kind of falling away right there. Of course, it's going to be short. This time he's going to regroup. We've seen Gavin do this before. He's going to regroup, and he's going to lean into the shot a little bit. Right there, not falling away.
Yeah.
Boom. See, if he could just get both, it's almost like you just have that lapse for just a moment where you just kind of just throw it up there, you know?
Well, timeout by you and a 10-point lead. The full court press shows up. Tonight's game brought to us by CrossFit Avenue. Family and student discounts available no matter your fitness level. If you have the desire, we can train you. I want to remind everyone that DVD and Blu-ray copies of tonight's game are available. Go to VTVChannel6.com or call the friendly folks at VTV Channel 6 at 781-1902 for your copy. And I'm telling you right now, if the Cushings don't call and get a copy of this for their son, they're going to be elected for worst parents of the year.
Well, you know he's got family watching from all over the country right now. So they've all seen it. You can't necessarily record off the web, but this will be up for future viewing anytime at VTVChannel6.com. Also, subscribe to the Strata YouTube channel. I believe you can see a lot of the old ones. You and Majan were talking about that last game where you can see some of the really old games from forever ago.
Oh, yeah.
Like when she played, the Dark Ages, when TV cameras were just brand new. Okay. What I was going to say, she's like, you're making me sound 40. Well, yeah, I doubt many 40-year-olds have much tape of them playing ball.
No.
But, yeah, it just seems like yesterday we were here watching her team play, and now she's already in college and old and can vote and
the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess voting's 18. 21, you know all the good stuff at 21. But anyway.
I guess you can buy marijuana in Colorado, so.
I didn't want to actually say it.
Oh, shoot. All right, back on
Well,
task.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was thinking more just, casinos and just kidding. Anyway.
And the Utes into a bleed the clock offense. 10-point lead, 4.5 minutes left. McNamara gets Gavin Nielsen to get in the foul. Tonight's game brought to us by Ashley Regional. Ashley Regional has locations in Vernal and Roosevelt. The Roosevelt Clinic now offers full services, lab, x-ray, and women's health, including OB services. McNamara for two.
It's 1-1, I believe. Is that the 6th or 7th? Yeah, it's the 7th.
I knew he was going to make his shot. That's why
That's why you said 2. Okay.
Yeah. I like to watch McNamara play ball. That guy's a scrapper. There's some guys that have all the, the tool set, the speed, the handle. McNamara, he's doing it the hard way out there. He's out there bruising and battling. Woo!
Oh, you can't miss that. Come on, man. And that's you win a ball.
Boy, and it's really not going the Cougars' way right now. Full court press, ball's in.
Oh, I was watching Gavin the whole time he came down court when he came back to get on defense, and I just knew something was going to happen. He was not happy with that call down here underneath. He was pretty much talking to the air. looking up at the ceiling in frustration. Then the coach got his attention to go back, and what does he do? He immediately fouls. That's why he's coming out of the game right now.
Yeah, it's that old full tilt. And again, you see him. He's separated from his coaches and the other players by a foot. I think that's kind of the old timeout box for Gavin Nielsen.
40-28, so 4 minutes. 12-point lead.
Boy, and you see how tight the rotations have
Oh,
been
there's
tonight.
nobody there. Oh.
Yeah, Landon Wynn is expecting a rotation over there. And you're so used to a guy being there that you just let the pass go without looking.
3:45.
And it's been a scoring challenge half for the Cougars tonight.
Yeah, he got his hand in there.
Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, they don't need to call it like this. There was no harm.
Right, ninth team foul for the Cougars.
Watch, it's just minor. I mean, he gets his hand on his hand right there. Right there, see that? But still, I mean.
Foul. Let him run.
Yeah, in my mind, that's no harm, no foul.
Misses the front end. Oh, no, wow, that's Brian, I was so sure that was coming off the right side, but.
Angels on the backboard. Is that what they call it? Angels in the outfield in baseball, angels on the backboard.
Why do I got to doubt? McNamara, I was singing his praises earlier, and then I went doubting. I went hating over here. Long three, doesn't go down.
Oh, wow, there's a whole lot of contact.
Foul. We're going to go against the Utes. It's going to stay here.
Okay, this is a mess. I don't really know how you could call it on one person or another, except for over the back right there. Okay, that's a good call. I just saw them both hit the floor. I thought maybe they both went up after it, but you did see number 3 for Uintah.
That's Jansen Davis that made that
foul. He came over and was over the back. Good call. Three-pointer, wide open. I'll tell you what. You know what the problem is? Union has only scored 6 points this entire half, Mark. 6 points. The halftime score was 25-22.
It's okay.
And they've scored 6.
Here's that offensive rebound, and you see him coming from the weak side, gets up, and it looks like he has position for the nice shot, but just a little too much power, but the foul certainly helped that. So on the line, and Brian, it's just not the Cougars' night. You're going to have nights like this, and none of it's working. The free throws, and you would normally see Wilson Hume. We've talked about his skills as a basketball player. That's usually his strength, is to make the fundamental plays.
Well, him and Cushing have had little 30-second spans in this game where they've both been hot.
Nice pick by Nielsen. And, breaks. Wow. He broke McNamara's ankles, and then he gets up and hits the three-pointer. Timeout.
Okay.
Uintah.
Yeah, but you know what I didn't like, and I'm going to call him out on this, Braden Nielsen. He sat there and screamed in McNamara's ear. If you could show with replay, show what happens. He's excited, but guess what? Your team's down 10. Yeah, here's the shot. Watch what he does if the camera's on him long enough. He yells in McNamara's ear. Oh, it stopped right there. See, McNamara was backing up.
Yeah.
He yells in his ear, not 6 inches away. Oh, but dude, if you're up by 10, maybe. If you're hitting a game winner, maybe. But you're down by 10.
Yeah, don't give the other team motivation to come back. Well, tonight's exciting game is brought to us by LL Motor. People you know, people who care. Go to llmotor.com for coupons and daily specials.
Now, give him credit. That was a heck of a crossover and step back. But I would liked it all up until the point where he yelled in his ear. And then I was like, wait, you just ruined that moment for me, dude.
Yeah, well, it was a pretty basketball play. And, unfortunately for these guys, they watch a lot of their heroes running their mouths the whole game. So you're right, it would be nice, but emotionally, it's a supercharged game. McNamara in a little bit of trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. They lose the ball. Bunderson, but they got the 10 seconds still. And there's the 10-second call. Turnover.
And that's okay. That's a little bit of Union's momentum right there, coming back to bite Uintah. But in my opinion, 10 points right now, the way Union's played this half, unless Union just comes down and knocks a 3 right here.
And Mansfield's
it might be too little too late.
Yeah, Mansfield's going to come in for McNamara, and I kind of like this because you're going to put Max Mansfield in. He's a little taller. He can see over the top of that trap a little bit better. Bigger target to aim at when you're making the pass. So what do the Cougars have in store here, Brian? Nice dribble drive.
That's a
he's going to get the other one. Big time play by Landon Wynn.
I may eat my words. I was just saying a minute ago, the way Union's played this whole half, it may be too little too late, but I said if they hit a big three-pointer here, and a three-point play definitely helps.
Winterton causes this with the deep penetration, and then Landon Wynn does what he has to do, absorbs the context, up high off the rim with a soft touch, and it's down. It's down to an 8-point lead, looking to make it 7. The Cougars are roaring back into this game, Brian. Looked like it was done, but they might have something left. The full court press is giving the Utes all sorts of trouble. It's easily broken, and Bunderson wisely slows it down.
Look at that. What?
There's Caden Law with the intentional foul. I'm not sure I understand why you did that at this point.
It's a 2-shot foul. It's not 1-1 at this point.
Yeah, you're in the double bonus. I think I don't like the call, and we got to understand 3 minutes left. Force the Utes to make a shot, get up pressure so they have to make the 5-second decision, either shoot or pass. But heavens to Betsy, don't give them 2 free throws. And Brian, I think I'm going to get fired. I think I just said heavens to Betsy on air.
That's one of the 17 no-nos in
FCC might
non-broadcast TV, buddy.
Wow.
We don't abide by FCC rules on an internet broadcast, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I want to thank tonight's sponsor, Moon Lake Electric, in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. Moon Lake is a cooperative, not privately owned.
So you know what that means? So, you know, you can say whatever you want. No, there's plenty of people who would care.
Well, I might say whatever I want anyway, but.
What does that ever stop to, Mark?
42-35. We talked about runs all game long. What a 12-point lead is now quickly down to 7. Brian, this is really just a 3-possession game right now.
Yeah, I was guilty when it was 42-28 of thinking, boy, this thing's done. But 7 points later, 7-0 run by Union, and now I'm going to eat my words because unfortunately I did say it out loud. So we'll see what happens here. Uintah has got 2 free throws right here. It's so, to say Union and Uintah, it's so hard sometimes to get them both out. But
so the Cougars come out with Braden Nelson, Caden Law, Jace Wilson-Hume, Landon Wynn, and I can't see the other player. It's number 3, Ty Winterton. So they're going to continue to leave Nielsen on the bench, and I kind of like that decision in a way. I know he's your emotional leader, but he's got it out of control a couple of times. Boy, and the decision for the intentional foul really did not pay off.
Yeah, it did, and now it's a 9-point game, 44-35.
Yeah,
in favor of the Utes.
Press defense. Here's a 3-pointer, and it's good. Oh,
it is.
Yes, 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 Caden Law.
Oh, boy, Mark, this is turning out to be a better game than it looked 2 minutes ago. Be careful about those passes.
We'll
the little lofts, you know.
The Cougars will gladly trade 2s for 3s all night long. Here comes that press defense.
There you go. Way to draw the foul. He knew they were going to foul him. So he nearly had a 3-point play there. But he's going to go to the free throw line again. We know he can hit him.
Yeah, he just hit 2. That's C.J. Baum coming in, and he calmly. And you're going to see here Caden Law, the penetration again by number 3, Ty Winterton, and then just cool the other side of the pillow.
Angels on the backboard. But I'll tell you what, Uintah's doing their part by hitting their free throws.
7-point lead. Does the luck of Elmo hold out for the Utes, or can the Cougars come back? That's his 4th in a row from C.J. Baum. Oh, beautiful pass. And Winterton with a nice shot. 6-point lead, 2 minutes left, full court press.
So I got to ask the question, what's taken so long for Union to get into this? Yeah, he dribbled out, so State won a ball.
Got his foot on the line. 1:47 left, Brian. I'm holding my breath while that's going on, trying to figure out what's going to happen. I had to remember to take a breath there.
Yeah, I don't have any fingernails left either. I tell you what, but the question, what took Union so long to get into this groove?
The difference, oh boy, and we get a foul, and it's, well, okay, it's 1:46 left. Caden Law with the foul, and he puts Bunderson on the line. I think they're wisely not going to foul C.J. Baum at this point. Let's see if Bunder can hit a couple right here. Now, one of the interesting subplots of Bunderson is his hair never changes position. All season long, I don't really think it's changed all season. Look at this.
Well, some guys are just born with that kind of hair, you know. It's
3 3/4 the way through this game, and the Jimmy Johnson hairdo has not moved an inch.
I like that. You see how he gripped the ball, he took a nice breath, got the nervous air out, and was able to nail that.
Boy, the Utes doing it from the free throw line. They're going to seal the game from the charity stripe, but the Cougars are making it interesting. Oh, just a little too hard, Wilson-Hume, and there's the foul on C.J. Baum, Ty Winterton.
Wow, 90 seconds, 8 points. Uintah can put it back up to double digits here when it got a little scary for them a moment ago.
That's going to be Winterton's fourth. Excuse me, no. Yeah, it is his
That's a good
foul.
drive right there. Nice little flip, but I'll tell you what, Wilson-Hume's had a hard day with those today. He's had a lot of opportunities, but he has not sunk many. Missed free throw.
Baum misses the first of his 2 free throws. 48-40. Tonight's game brought to us by Pilot Logistics. Western Petroleum may have a new name, but we're still the same great company you can rely on. Pilot Logistics. Misses both, Brian.
Well, it'd be a lot better if Union had scored on the last trip down.
Boy, Nielsen strong to the rim. I don't see the foul. Who's it going to go on? It looks like it's going to go against Bunderson. On the replay, you're going to see Bunderson coming across. Gets picked slightly. And wow.
Well, I don't know. What do they teach you? Put your arm straight up in the air? Yeah, it was out kind of like a Y a little bit. That's probably where they got him. If his hands were straight up, it probably would be something different.
Bunderson with the foul, actually, Brian. That's his third. Must have been on the trail. I don't think they called it.
No, that's the 4th foul on number 3.
Oh, no, it's the 5th foul.
Yeah, 5th foul on number 3, so that is Jansen Davis.
And he's done for the night. A little bit of confusion on the court. So they did call it, and I think you're right. That's just with the arm out. And the coaches on the bench kind of shrug their shoulders and say, you know, what do you do?
Well, if you look at the replay, his arm's kind of in a Y. Yeah. That's not directly above your head, so you are kind of susceptible of a foul. Now it's a 7-point game.
So you see here the
watch his Y. Watch the Y down low right here. See his arm's not straight up, it's out. Yep. See that?
Yep, that's the foul. Okay, it's a good call. It's a good call. That ends his evening for the night. Looking to make the second of 2 free throws. It's long. Rebound.
They can make a 3 more right here.
It's good.
There you go.
It's good.
4-point game.
1:13 left. 4-point game. Ty Winterton with eyes running through his veins. Hits a big 3-pointer. Woo!
I'll tell you what, it's a game, dude. It was just 8 points. Now it's 4, just like that.
Unbelievable. I don't even have words right now, Brian.
Well, can't, it's almost too loud to fake with the drum line and the crowd. They couldn't hear the timeout on the floor. It was so loud in here.
Yeah, you see the Uintah players plugging their ears. Unbelievable. Want to thank the sponsors that are helping us bring this game to you tonight. The Advisor Group, CrossFit Avenue, Ashley Regional, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, and Pilot Logistics. This is the kind of thing that you live for. These are the moments you'll remember for the rest of your life. Which team is going to have it at the end? It's a game of runs, and right now, the Cougars are running themselves right back into this game, and everything's working right now.
All right, let's see what they do on defense here. And look who's back in the game, 25. Brain Nielsen. No, 32, I'm
Gavin
sorry.
Nielsen,
Gavin
you're right.
Nielsen.
Swing it. And right, no fouls here. There's the foul. Although I probably, if I was a Ute, would have complained in that case because the foul's a disadvantage. He broke the press, and they could have bled some more time off the clock. C.J. Baum hit 4 in a row and then proceeded to miss 2. This is the time to do it. He's got to make, and he does.
Okay, 5-point game, minute 3. Wow. After only scoring 5 points the whole third quarter, Union has now just exploded. I told you they needed 20 this quarter to maybe have a chance at winning this game. And they're at 17 right now. Obviously 20 is not going to be enough. They're going to need 25.
Baum hits 2, extends the lead to 6. 1 minute left. The Cougars have got to do it in a hurry. Swing it out, good rotation.
It's a heck of a recovery on 2 different ends right there. Oh no, Ty Winterton.
Oh boy, and if he would have hit that, he'd been a hero.
Wow, what was that? They're gonna call a foul, but he took a dive.
Yeah, he did it. Almost looked like he was trying to call a timeout on the way down. But yeah, he's got the whole Euro soccer dive going on there. And you're gonna see here.
That's not a good shot. I'm sorry.
Well, I'd like to say if that goes down, here's the catch.
There's a push right there. Yeah, look at that push.
Yeah, that's the old acting job coming out. But C.J. Baum, who's now 6 of 8 here in the 4th period on free throws, got a little ice going on because on the process of that, Caden Law fouled out of the game. And they used every second of the 30 in an attempt to ice C.J. Baum.
There you go.
He has now made 7 of 9 in the period from the free throw line. And he just looks calm and collected right now.
There you go.
8-point game, 43 seconds left. What do the Cougars have left? Another long 3. Just long again, another rebound. Swing, another long 3. Oh, but in. Rebound, another long 3. And they're just not gonna go.
Wow, you got 3 good attempts right there. They were all open. Even the ones taking a step back or 2 steps back from the 3-point line, those were good shots. They were wide open, they were set, and they're just not hitting them. And now Union all of a sudden is getting cold at the wrong time because they got it to 4 points a minute ago. And now Uintah's at the line, and this will seal it. If he hits one of these 2, it's done.
It's all over chance start coming from the Uintah corner. Bunderson hits another free throw. 9-point lead.
Well, this is a complete reversal of the first time these 2 teams met. And I'm not talking about just the boys' game, but the girls' game too. Complete reversal.
Excuse me, and that's Cushing that's making those shots. I think I said Bunderson earlier. Cushing hits both. 10-point game, 19 seconds, and it is all over.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, the guy I told you was screaming in McNamara's ear has now missed his last 3. And that's the thing. That's why I'm saying you don't do it when you're 10 points behind. Because really, do you want it coming back to you? Hey, you made one, wow. But you missed 3 now. And I like the class of Uintah. We've seen times where Uintah has been, especially against Morgan, they were a little bit picked on toward the end. And now the last 5 seconds just going to run out.
That's good class by Cushing. Could have made a basket, but didn't.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. Uintah was pushed around a little bit by Morgan when they were down by 20, but Uintah's showing class right here. Yeah. They show class just at the end. You know, Cushing could have done a standing dunk right there. He's got the hops for it.
Well, we saw it earlier.
But he's not looking to do that. He's looking to win the game and get off the court. So
absolutely.
You got to give a good congratulations to the Uintah youth for fighting hard and withstanding that late push.
We're going to see the replay on this dunk, Brian. And coming from the left wing, the ball's up in the air and boom!
Okay, I got a better look at it. It wasn't goaltending. That ball was out in front of the rim a little bit. At first, it looked like it was just him grabbing the ball as it was about to go in. But yeah, it was out in front, just a beat.
Brian, I went horse on that one play alone. So a close-fought game with 1.5 minutes left. It was only 4 points. But the difference in the game is the Ute free throws. They end up winning 54-44 on the Cougars' home court. They split the series, and it puts both teams in position for that 4th place in the region playoffs. We'll see what happens as the season winds down. That's it for the Union and Uintah teams. We're going to go on to Altamont, Duchesne, and Tabiona for the rest of the season. But it's been a pleasure, Brian. I want to thank the high school administration and coaching staff for their coordination in helping us make this coverage possible. Recognize the crew. Camera operators are Danny McKenna, Kylie Moore, and Devin Allred. Graphics, Cody Waite. Audio and instant replay, Kobe Kunrad. Network engineer and live stream, Brent Simmons. Director, producer, Super Dale Allred. With me was Brian Baldwin. I'm Mark Mason. And Brian, any parting thoughts before we say goodnight?
Yeah, I would have loved for it to be a little bit closer, but the end game, Uintah just outplayed them. Union came out a little bit strong in the first quarter. It wasn't like Union had the lead for 3.5 quarters like Uintah did last time. But Union came out hot. Uintah withstood it and then took control of the game through that second quarter. And I'm proud of the guys for coming back, beating a team that you had lost to on your home floor. So you went to their place, you went in their cave after they beat you in yours. So that's a lot to overcome. I like the move at the beginning of the second half to throw that alley-oop, get the momentum in your favor, rattle the other team, because it's a very real thing, especially with high school athletes. You can rattle that team. It's like if there's a turnover or there's an interception in football, what does it do? It takes the air out of the sideline. Yep. And it's so much harder to go back out there the next time. So it's basketball, it's the same thing. You just deflate the building with that alley-oop, and it was hard for Union to get back.
Yeah, and maybe we'll look back on this game, and the Union coach Jeff Hankey might have said, "Oh heck, if I'd brought the press out a minute earlier." Something. Yeah. Regardless, ends up with a Uintah win on the Cougars' home court. We're going to say goodnight. We appreciate everyone that's tuned into this game and all the games. Good night, folks.
Support for VTV's high school sports coverage is provided by Ashley Regional, CrossFit Avenue, L&L Motor, Moon Lake Electric, Pilot Logistics Services, and the Advisor Group.